Linda Lord here. Do you ever get in bed at night and you toss and you turn and you have a hard time falling asleep? Yeah, me too. Many years ago, I learned to do what I call a brain dump in the dark. What that means, pretty simple. What you do is you have a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, or voice activated recorder. We can certainly use our phones for this. And anytime that we can't fall asleep, we take the opportunity to dump out of our brain whatever it is that's sitting there that is causing us to resist falling to sleep. Some of you might use this as a regular routine, part of your, sleep hygiene and clearing things out so you're able to rest and sleep. Those two things are very different, by the way, resting and sleeping. We need both. But I learned very quickly to write in the dark because I didn't want to put a light on because then that creates its own set of I can't sleep situations. Same with the settings on your phone. You're going to want to make sure that you don't have this bright daylight on your screen. There are nighttime settings for the light on your screen. I'm going to invite you to do that. And anytime that you wake up, simply write down on that piece of paper or dictate to your phone what it is. Because I have struggled in the past too with waking up and going, oh, I can't forget that. I can't forget that. I can't forget that. And you try and keep yourself awake so you don't forget. You end up falling asleep and you end up forgetting. So please learn from me. Take out that piece of paper and pencil or pen and write down what it is that you either don't want to forget or your mind won't let you forget. And you really would be better off if you didn't have it. Now, of course, the whole idea of doing a brain dump, you can do any time of day. It also has other implications. You can do a brain dump to try and work through a problem. So what is the problem that I'm facing? What are all of the many ways that I can try and solve it? So the idea of a brain dump is not just for at night. There are other applications, as I mentioned. But I want to give you the opportunity right now to practice. Think about a situation or a circumstance that really has you preoccupied. It might be a conversation that you had with someone. It might be a text or an email that you sent that the other person misunderstood. It might be a financial problem. It might be a relationship that you just don't know what's next. It might be a career move. Think about that circumstance. Why not? That situation or circumstance that has you bothered, has you troubled. And take 5 minutes. I'm not going to hold the camera for 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds or so, just so you have a feeling for it. But take 5 minutes, 10 if you need it. And just write down everything that is relevant to this set of circumstances that you're experiencing. All right? So, first part of the assignment, think about a situation or a circumstance that is currently bothering you or troubling you. Assignment number 1, go. Perfect. Now, the other thing that you can do with this is you can actually do a brain dump of all of the things that are concerning you. So we'll take 10 seconds and do that. I know you've got the one that's sort of your biggest hitter, so we will focus on that. But take 10 seconds and write down anything else that might be causing you some challenge right now. Perfect. So you've dumped the issues. We have one thing that was previously identified that you'd like to focus on. Now, and again, this is just a sample. This is just to kind of get you used to doing this. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. And what I want you to do is I want you to explore that first thing that you wrote down and write down everything that comes to mind about it. Don't get hung up on a solution or trying to solve it. Just anything that comes to mind relevant to this particular circumstance or situation. I'm even going to go so far, because they might be connected, is anything that you think about in the next 30 seconds, put it in this brain dump. Because it might be that it's somehow connected on your subconscious, but you can't see how it's connected just by looking at it and going, wow, why did I think of that? So please don't self-edit. All right, 30 seconds. everything that comes to mind about the situation that you're facing. Can be a long 30 seconds, can it? So what you have is your situation, and now you have recorded everything that you thought about with regard to that circumstance in 30 seconds. You might have just been getting going, right? By all means, pause this recording and finish. Take as much time as you need to complete that brain dump. And then what I want to invite you to do is to review that list. And just maybe some of it's there for no reason that you need to deal with it. I mean, it's all there for a reason, but you don't need to deal with it. It's not an actionable item. It just is. And so you can let that one go. There may be things on that list that trigger other thoughts, maybe stimulate you to come up with a problem-solving strategy or a solution to resolve this matter. The important part is get it out, get it on paper. Therapeutically, we know that writing exercises are incredibly important. And not to take away from the musical element of this, always put on soft music in the background if that helps you with your thinking process, with your brain dumping exercise. This is all about developing additional skills and additional strategies to help us as we move through life. Thank you so much for being willing to take part in these exercises that we provide through the videos. The information and the strategies that some of you might be very familiar with. You might have been doing some of this work for years. What I have found in my own experience is we get reminded of certain things when we need to know that they're still available to us. Have a great day.